pursuit, modified Ford Mustang.
Have a nice day, you miserable bastards.
We gotta go, let's go.
You missed me, didn't you? No.
Toby planned a call action with the police, then recorded it, and the video was successfully sent to Monarch as the first recruitment to become a candidate for the Leon event. Took at that time, Penny borrowed a helicopter from his friend who worked at the news station.
Standing by.
A reminder, the Motown Marathon races through town.
Bum bum. Looking good, Beth. What a really ignorant thing to say. God, are you ignorant? Bum 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 bum.
Commercial. Hey, got the
I got eyes on the silver Mustang. I'm in pursuit, westbound.
Dude, this is gonna sound insane. Spread your wings, beauty!
Arrow 1 en route. ETA's at 5.
Toby's team is complete and they continue their journey to California, which is still very far away and full of obstacles because at that time Toby and Julia were declared fugitive by the police for their reckless behavior, and not infrequently they did epic action to launch their journey from starting to fill petrol on the highway until they managed to outwit and track the police track.
What are you doing?
Helping?
Thanks, boys.
Beauty, you are safe and sound.
Because of the video recording earlier, Monarch finally accepted Toby as a participant of the Leon and was very happy because the race would be very interesting with Toby.
That Ford and Shelby were building. I'm looking at footage of a car that's supposedly. I'm looking at something that I can't quite believe. I mean, my inbox. So I bow down to Toby Marshall.
But being overheated by it opened a contest to whoever was able to stop Toby on his way in exchange for his Lamborghini Elemento.
Up my Elemento to anyone that puts a stop to Toby Marshall.
Oh man, Christmas came early, Wingnuts.
Then Julia tries to talk to Monarch that Toby is innocent of Pete's death because actually Dino was the culprit.
This is the blonde female sitting right next to Toby Marshall. There were 3 cars in the race the day that Pete died. That's a fact.
Hey, we got a girl with a fake British accent.
He paid the debts. Why would he risk it?
Man, I can feel love and vengeance. Toby Marshall, welcome to the De Leon.
And that made Anita, who had always hated Toby, curious. Then at that moment, she finally believed that Toby was innocent. According to information Ivan took, no one knows his whereabouts. Monarch is a former wild racer who decided to retire. He created the Leon for his obsession because he is a descendant of a rich family from the lineage of the Industrial Revolution conglomerate.
Born to run, baby. Born to run.
When feeling safe, Toby and Julia were about to pull over at the gas station. Suddenly, a local policeman found out where they were, and then
Excuse me, miss. Can I ask you a few questions?
Stop!
Toby, he's following me.
I know. Where are you?
1, 2, oh!
Where is he?
Oh, he's not coming.
they got away, and then Toby, who was tired from driving all day and night without stopping, told Julia to take over the wheel.
Good. Good, good, good.
But suddenly in the morning when they started to enter Utah, they were attacked by a group of unknown people who turned out to be Dino's men.
Copy that.
That was on purpose.
Travis!
Thanks to Dino's bounty.
Julia, who was driving, was trying hard to avoid the criminals. Then suddenly Benny came, this time using an Apache helicopter, which he managed to borrow from his friend, an American military.
Wait, whoa!
Shoot that fire spot! Don't kill him!
Don't let up!
This is not what we discussed.
Sir, will you relax?
Benny! Just breathe!
They managed to survive, then gathered in Bonneville, then resumed their journey back to California, but sadly, Manny was imprisoned for misusing an American military Apache helicopter.
It's like I'm about to go away for a while, y'all, but Benny always comes back. Godspeed, boys. Godspeed.
Turn that bird to base immediately.
Monarch, who at the time closed the registration for Dylan participant, contacted Toby via message to re-register a place in San Francisco, and after arriving there, Toby surprisingly met Dino. But Julia tried to calm Toby, who seemed full of anger, to calm down because tomorrow he was going to have an important race until when they were about to leave the place suddenly.
You need to forget about it. You need to let it go.
Dino's man managed to hit them until his Mustang car was destroyed, causing Julia to be seriously injured, and thanks to Joe and Vin, Julia was finally taken to the hospital.
Joe, we gotta... Wait! We need your help! Go. Take care of her. Come on, we gotta go.
Toby feels very confused because the race will be held tomorrow while his flagship car is destroyed and cannot be used again, but then Toby contacts Anita to meet her. When Toby asks for his help to provide a car, Anita, who feels guilty, makes up for it by helping Toby steal the car in Dino's garage, and there is the red Coach Isaac Agera R that Dino was wearing when he helped it the other day. Then Toby took the time to visit Julia at the hospital, and it was discovered that at that time they seemed to be officially dating.
Well, you learn a lot about a person when they've been here.
And finally, the next day, everyone arrived at the Dillon race. The 5 participants, including Dino, were ready at the starting line, and Toby, who suddenly came using Dino's car, which was an important piece of evidence to be able to put him in jail.
Well, the little tart was right.
You like the car I brought? Because I know the cops will.
With that threat, Dino couldn't do anything and let Toby use his car, and the race started. The 6 participants at that time were Johnny V with a GTI Hispano, Coach with a Silent A7, Texas Mike with a McLaren P1, English Paul with a Bugatti Veyron, then Dino with a Lamborghini Elemento, and Toby with his Con Isaac Agera R went all out for a victory. And for the sake of prize, all the participating cars will become the property of the winner.
Do you have an iPad I can borrow?
Is it possible to get a laptop?
Sure, I'll be right back.
But in the midst of the super great race, it turned out that the local police know about the illegal activity. Then the police tried to arrest all the participants until one by one they fell, leaving Toby and Dino.
Suspects approaching 150 miles per hour. H1 will try to...
Yo, that's my dude right there. That's my dude.
I've got flying cops.
All units 10-3. Let's try the rolling block instead. 18-4, roger.
The gooch in the sling has been totally...
Consider using lethal force.
in position. One.
And then there were three.
Until at the end of the track, when he was about to reach the finish line, the evil Dino, who was really sneaky, tried to cheat, but it turned out
Don't do it, brother.
Toby managed to evade Dino's devious action, and he got into a terrible accident with his Lamborghini.
That's my boy. That's my dude. That's right. Give me space. Hey guys! Toby's the last man standing. He's gonna win the day.
But Toby, who is indeed a noble heart, chose to help him get out of the burning car until Dino survived it.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why are you stopping?
Wait! Wait!
This is for Pete.
Then the police, who were still chasing, finally managed to catch Toby right at the finish line.
I'm hearing over the scanners that the Koenigsegg keys belong to Dino, and that's the missing evidence that killed Pete.
That mistake passed.
Long story short, Toby came back out of prison after a long languishing on charges of illegal racing on public road. Then he was picked by Julia, who was wearing a red Ford Mustang at the time. Then Vin and Jack took them to pick up Penny because he got legal relief for his good behavior by training all prison inmates to learn fitness and dance. And finally, the end.
Get it, bro! Number one, don't even call me Maverick no more. Call me Benny the Champ.